Guys and girls, I'm going to be doing something challenging today. I'm going to go to Rotterdam in a less under 2 hours. In a little less under 2 hours, the festival where I'm going to will be finished. It's for the Independence Day of the Netherlands. I would call it Liberation Day, but others say it's Independence Day. Whatever, May 5th, 77 years ago, the Netherlands were liberated by UK, US, and I also believe Canadian people. There were a lot of countries involved in making sure that we got our freedom. Well, my name is Lady Lexi. I'm about speaking up and speaking out, sharing your voice, and I hope to find some people who are going to tell us about what freedom means to them. So freedom for me means to be able to go out wherever I want, whenever I want. And oh my God, this is actually kind of exciting. So I'll see you later. Bye. Oh.
I saw you.
Yeah, I'm going to take you in my car.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Freedom. Let's go. Lady Lexi, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drive. So I need to figure out how to drive. So I do need to disconnect you for a second, unless you are willing to wait for a minute or two.
Now, I just want to come on and say hi to you and just let you know that I love that I'm on my show this whole thing is about consistency, and you have been consistent. And I just wanted to just celebrate you because you're doing your thing. And I love seeing you go live. I love seeing you basically just being consistent. You're consistent with yourself, with your shows, on going to other people's shows. And that should be celebrated, Lady Lexi. You come a long ways. I've known you for a while now, and you've been consistent. And you're consistently growing and getting better and getting better and getting better. So good for you.
Sweet, thank you. Well, you're a big inspiration, you know it. I mean, it started almost a year and a half ago with the book review from Evan, and then you went live 3 days a week. And to Chris, what's good, I'm going to go to Rotterdam really quickly. It's going to end in a little under 2 hours, but I really want to see. It's I call it Liberation Day, others call it Independence Day. 77 years ago, the Netherlands got freed by UK people, US people, and I think Canadian people too. Mm-hmm. And I'm about speaking up, speaking out, and sharing your voice. So I'm going to figure out if there are people who are willing to share their voice.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. That's what it's all about. And it's good that you have the freedom and the power to go out there and do that, So look, I'm going to let you go. Drive safe. I just want to say hi. I just want to come in real quick and say hi to you.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. For all out there watching, I need to use the navigation. Otherwise, I cannot go there. So I'll be leaving, and maybe I will be showing you the drive a little one using the time-lapse option on the video. But for now, see you. Well, I made it to a nearby parking place. So I'm in the luxury of having a crippled and disabled parking place. And I don't mean any offense for those who say, yes, I'm disabled, but I'm not crippled. It's just a funny thing. So I'm going to put this on. That's going to help me walk because I believe I still have to walk a little bit. So wish me luck. Hey guys and girls, I'm here with ladies 1, 2 and 3, and I hope the image is going to get better because I look like a panda bear. But I just met them and I asked them to tell me what freedom means to them, and lady number 2 immediately came up with an answer. So I'm going to translate it for you guys.
Ja, dat je kan doen wat je wil, staan
That
waar
you
je
can
wil.
do what you want, that you can stand where you
Kijk,
want.
dit is dus,
I
geen,
know all
dit is
about
dus
this,
geen vrijheid, hè?
right?
Dat je hier wordt aangesproken. Zet ze maar op video. Dan rijden ze gelijk
Well,
door.
they don't agree with being addressed right now. Right here. I don't know.
Je moeder. Had ik maar een zus.
Nou, dat we ook alles mogen zeggen.
Yeah, so we don't like being addressed by guys for whatever
All the
reason.
night.
I don't know. What did they want?
I don't know. This
Yeah, okay. So freedom of speech. What else?
Dat je kan dragen. Ja, eigen meningsuiting.
That you can carry freedom of speech again. Carry what?
Nou, bijvoorbeeld religie of politiek. We mogen er allemaal gewoon vrij over praten.
Politics, religions, that we can talk about it.
Mediagebruik. We worden niet gecensureerd.
We're not being censored here. Oh,
Like
that's a
Russia.
very good one, like in Russia. Yeah, I love it.
Ja, een beetje dat soort dingen. Ja, een beetje de basic dingen, denk ik.
And the funny thing is, so what's being mentioned here is like, but that's basic thing, that's basic right? But it's not that basic everywhere we go. I mean, let's face it, with Ukraine and Russia, we know it's not basic. And if we go to some other countries, well, let's face it, all of us ladies, we would have a huge problem. I wouldn't be able to do this, we wouldn't be able to work, we wouldn't even be able to show our faces. So one last thing each one of you would like to say, otherwise I'm going to stop this recording.
No, it's okay.
Well, I want to say a really big thank you from my heart to ladies 1, 2, and 3, and see you soon. Well, I'm here with lady 4 and gentleman number 5, and I'm talking about what they consider freedom. So, wat is voor jou vrijheid in één woord?
Vrijheid is voor mij kunnen zijn wie je bent.
To be able to, who you are. En jij zei iets over corona?
Ja, fuck corona.
Well, F corona, we want to go where we want to be able to go. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm here with lady number 5. So what's your name?
My name is Luca.
Luca. And I asked her, what does freedom mean to you?
Freedom to me is going wherever you like, being with whoever you want to be, working wherever you want to work, just doing what you love and not being held back by anything.
I love it. Do you love it too? Then let her know. Give her a lot of hearts.
Thank you.
I'm here with Lady Extra, and have you seen her shade of lipstick? Well, don't you just love it? Yeah, I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
So, Lady Extra.
Yeah.
What do you think about freedom? What does it mean to you?
Freedom for me is the opportunity to be who you are, regardless of your gender, your age, your sexuality, your religion, your body type, all those things, and just being you and being accepted by everybody. That's freedom to me.
I cannot agree more. I mean, she's totally right. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, today I noticed I was really aware that it's really a privilege for us to be celebrating freedom while there are other people in the world in war and everything. So it's really nice for us. So yeah, we have to appreciate it really so much that we live in this state of peace, really.
Yeah.
And that's a big form of freedom as well.
Yeah, and I noticed earlier today that some people say it's a basic right, but we now know it's not.
It's not. It's not. A lot of people don't have that privilege and don't have that right, so we should really be appreciative about it and really be aware of it because it's something really special. So.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Extra.
Thank
so
you.
Do you want to make a statement of camera? Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, currently I was smart enough to walk past the entrance, which is there. So I'm walking back, and Lady Extra explained it to me. And well, let's see if I'm not too busy asking people about freedom and instead listening a little bit to the festival. Well, sounds good as this, even though I'm a metalhead. So, laters! I want to show you a little bit of what's going on here. So I'm on this beautiful bridge, and behind me, yes, there you can see the other stage going on. So I'm going to walk again. So let's see if all the people. No, you're not on. I'm here on the bridge. Like I said, this is kind of a challenge for me. But it's so beautiful just to be here. Well, the other challenge is figuring out what the sound is like. You're going to see this in a little bit. So, I want to share what I'm seeing right here. Not just me, because it's not interesting. So, I don't want to record people who don't want to be on there. Let's see.
Aan de teststraat, ik ga ook doen, moet je ook wat, die jongens nieuwe want we moeten ook wat. Kom met aardaam, met deze opstaan.
Okay, talk leiders. So I'm here as a very nice gentleman, and well, I wanted to ask him, what is freedom for you about? Wat betekent vrijheid?
Dat betekent alles voor ons. Het belangrijkste van alles, vrijheid. Zonder vrijheid geen leuk leven.
Okay, so it means everything to us. Without freedom, no life. And you mentioned something about Corona, no mask anymore.
I didn't do about Corona. I did myself.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's the best thing ever. No mask anymore. Iets anders wat je misschien tegen de jongere mensen zou willen zeggen.
Ja, geniet van het leven en maak elke dag een feestje ervan.
Enjoy life and make a party of it every day, especially to the young ones. But I guess that applies to all. So, thank you so much for these answers. Okay, so here we are with Ace Live. I'm going to translate it. So, what's freedom to you?
For me, it's the opportunity or the possibility to do what I want to do without anybody telling me any restrictions.
Yeah,
Within the reason, of course, but yeah.
That's probably why you're an entrepreneur too.
Sorry?
That's probably why you're an entrepreneur too.
Probably, yeah, but especially as a woman, I want to go out by myself, go home by myself, nobody bothering me. That is ultimate freedom.
Yeah, sounds amazing. I totally agree. Is there one thing you would like to share with maybe the younger people out here?
Sorry,
the younger people.
What do I want to share with the younger people?
I don't know. Some take for granted. Speaking up, speaking out.
One of the things is don't get yourself too worked up. Probably nobody is going to die.
Okay, well you heard it from the lady herself, Asa. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, there is Max.
Hello.
And he wanted to say a few words about freedom.
Vrijheid is wanneer je geest
ja, ik nu de hele dag al zo
jezelf accepteert en dat je kan doen wat je wil doen en jezelf niet tegenhoudt. Dat is het denk.
So when your spirit is accepting what you want to do and is not
ja, wel leuk.
holding
Nee, dat heb ik een beetje weg. Ik weet niet meer, ik voel me spontaan niet.
17 years old.
70 years old and already saying things like this.
Wow.
Ja, ik ging meer daarheen en kom hier vond ik niet vanuit.
Nee, hier zijn net saai, hè? Maar je moet het moet je allemaal niet.
Maar ik ben niet dronken.
What would it be?
Dat is nice.
Well, that's a really difficult question. If I had the freedom to do anything that I wanted to be, I would really just try to live my life the way I want to live it. Like, I don't have a specific point where I want to get to. I just want to live. Like, I don't look too far in the future, because when you look in the future, that's gonna be holding you back.
Yeah, I agree with you. So basically, enjoy life and make it a party.
Yeah, make it a party. Just do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, that sounds good. So, well, say hi and bye to Max.
Hi.
And
bye? Oh, to me. Okay.
Yeah,
that was nice. Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm here with
Gonzalo Rodriguez from Peru.
Gonzalo
Yeah.
Rodriguez from Peru. Can you believe it? And he
Yeah.
does social communications.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think that's so
social
cool.
communicator. Yeah.
I mean, really. So he
Yeah.
does his internship here. So I'm asking him, what do you think, or do you have a message when it comes to freedom? What to you is freedom?
What is freedom for me? Freedom is can travel around the world, meet people to another countries, and can talk with another one. You know.
Yes.
For me is that, and family obviously. For me is that.
You know, the funny thing is, when we started talking, so yeah, let's do it together.
Okay.
I told him I'm a metalhead.
Yeah.
So he took a picture with a hardcore, I don't know, what's his name?
Yeah, I really love hardcore.
Yeah.
I really love Haber. I have a tattoo. Haber in my leg.
Haber.
Yeah, Haber.
Oh.
Haber
well,
till I die. I know.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. So back in the 90s, that's when Haber music was there. And then you had those pants which you used in the gym, you know, with all those colors on there. And by the way, I used to be one of those who would go to the Rave the City parties.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So usually I would do so on sneakers, and then one day I didn't do it on sneakers, I did it on heels.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? There was a lot of beer on the floor and a lot of dirt, so whoosh, there I went.
Yeah.
And now, 30 years later, I still have trouble with my elbow because I fell on my elbow 2 weeks later. It was from my elbow up till my wrist. It was swollen.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, but yeah, Haber, I know Haber.
Yeah, I know how to dance Haber. I can show you if you want.
Yeah. But then I'm going to.
Please. Music doesn't matter.
Without do you have music?
I don't have music because I don't have Wi-Fi. Maybe the people think that I'm crazy, but
No. Just do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he does it. Yes. Woo! Oh, that's so cool.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. So let's go back. Come on. So, okay, why don't you want to? Yes, there he is again. So, how and where did you learn to do it?
Huh?
To dance like that? I mean, you're way too young to know how to dance like that. You're way too young. Okay, I still want you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's hard to explain. I think that I start to dance this music watching videos.
Yes.
So 6 or 7 years ago, it's not a lot, but 6 or 7 years ago, I started to listen to hardcore. So it's a religion for me.
Yes.
So my family doesn't understand. My country doesn't understand because they love techno or another music.
Yeah.
I know, but I prefer this one. So they fly to other countries for the different event, but I really prefer come to Netherlands just for all this one.
I love it.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
have you ever heard of Maaskantje?
Huh?
Maaskantje. Those are the Gabber boys.
What is that? I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to spell it when I'm done recording this. But for those out there who are from the Netherlands, Maaskantje must mean something to you. But Maaskantje, they are still dressed like Gabbers.
Yeah.
They do the most stupid of things, by the way. So,
Really?
yeah. So is there one more thing you would like to say when it comes to freedom? I mean, you've traveled from Peru, of all places. So is there something else? Just one last thing you would like to share?
Can it be in Spanish?
Sure.
Yeah. Para toda la hermosa gente que vive acá en Holanda y para esta preciosa chica, quiero decirles que amo su país, es lo mejor y si fuera por mí, me quedo acá. Pero vamos a ver qué pasa después.
Okay,
That's all.
I'm not speaking very well Spanish, but I understand that he loves how this country is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, are you? Well, guys and girls, I'm about to head back. I had the best time of my life. I look like an alien, by the way. Just now with González Rodriguez, if I say it correctly. I mean, Gabber, of all places. He knows Gabber. Gabber was from when I was young, in my early 20s, maybe close to 20s. But I remember going with my brother to the Rave the City parties. So it's so cool to meet someone who's from all places from Peru. And then he shows me how to dance gabber. Wow! I am totally impressed. So I'm sorry I forgot him to give him my card, but you know, we are connected hopefully now on Instagram. I mean, I've got his Instagram, so he just needs to follow me back. And then we can message one another and just see what's going to happen. I had a great time. So I want to tell you a little bit about this evening. So one of the things which was particularly challenging for me was actually figuring out where I could park. Well, usually I'm late to the party, which means that there is parking space available, because by that time the first people already have left, or maybe the majority already has left. And well, so I needed to find a crippled and disabled parking spot. And again, I don't mean any offense. It's literally a little joke. So found it, and then I walked to the terrain. Of course, I missed where I needed to go, probably because I was already talking to people. So those who are wondering, but how did you go about? Why did you go talk to those people? Well, the reason is actually quite simple. It's May 5th. These festivals all over the Netherlands are to celebrate our freedom. So I never know how to say it in English, because literally it's Liberation Day. So when I explained this to Evan Carmichael, and I said, you know what, I would like to go to a festival and interview people and ask them what freedom is about. So he calls it Independence Day. And I do understand where it comes from, but before you are independent, you need to be liberated first. As in, people need to come there, show up. We're talking about military people who have given their lives and everything for our freedom. And my dad, he was 17 years old during World War II. And unfortunately, his dad, we think he got meningitis or something. But because of the war, there were no medicines available. So he died. So at 17 years old, my dad had to take care of the whole family, because he was the oldest one in the family, which was quite a responsibility. And so I know that he actually, apparently he had flyers, and he brought flyers around for those who were trying for the resistance. That's probably the right word. So that was pretty cool. Well, my dad passed away 10 years ago. There's an age gap between me and my parents. But yeah, May 5th for me means a number of things. So before Corona and before I had problems with my ankle, I used to go to Wassenaar for a commemoration of the dead. And there they have this big bell, and they let us, they sound it so we can listen to it. And it's impressive, you know. I can watch those photos, what happened on the Dam in Amsterdam, and they say it was silent. It's always been silent on this day, and today it was silent again. And of course, because of Corona, no one was able to go there for 2 years in a row. So now being able to go there finally was of course a big deal. And it's being there, hearing the silence, if that makes any sense, which is so immensely impressive. I can't say anything else. Anyway, I talked to people my age. I talked to people who were way younger. I think the youngest one was 17 years old. And I heard so many different reactions. Well, actually a lot of them were the same. But what impressed me the most was the youngest one was actually the one who did meditation. And, you know, I don't know if you know this, so I'm about speaking up and speaking out, giving people a voice. And for some reason, I'm also connected a lot to people who have been traumatized, who are dealing with addiction. And I've talked hours and hours on end with someone who was a former addict. I realize you cannot really say that you're a former addict, but I mean, he wasn't using anymore. And he fortunately has a sponsor, so there's a buddy system. So if you are not sure and you need help, you need assistance, you need support not to start using again, that's when you call upon your buddy. And it's intriguing to talk to someone who is so young, who actually was telling me, yeah, you know, his friends didn't know when they were taking a party drug that it was going to make them mentally addicted. But he stayed away from it. And that's, you know, seeing him with his wisdom at such a young age. I mean, I'm totally flabbergasted and impressed. And of course, meeting the Gabber, that was so cool. The older people I've met, a number of them were entrepreneurs. They wanted to pose for pictures. They didn't necessarily want to go live, which is cool too. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of something. And the most funny thing probably was when I started with ladies 1, 2, and 3. So while I was standing on the sidewalk and I was interviewing them, this car drove by with a lot of young guys in there. And actually, you know, a couple of decades ago, I experienced the same thing. Back then it was because of my looks, you know. I don't wear any scarf, but I do have dark hair. I look people in the eye, and nowadays many more young guys do it. With many more young women. And, you know, you could see their reaction, and they were appalled by it. And here's the thing, so people are saying, is it okay or is it wrong for men or guys to be whistling at young ladies? You know, if it happens every once in a while, it's nice. But if people are in cars and they stop, they drive slowly, it's actually kind of scary. But apart from that, it was funny, and they thought it was funny too. And well, I guess the most important thing is I got out of my way, challenged myself to speak up and to speak out, and also to talk to people about freedoms. I actually asked Evan on Build to Serve inside the readers group. So Evan wrote this book, Build to Serve. He's the YouTube expert, how to make money on YouTube. And so when I said I want to go there, then he wanted to know, okay, so what do you want to talk about? I said, well, about freedom. I mean, for me, freedom of movement. And one of Max's friends, actually, I sat down next to them, and he saw my brace, and he wanted to know straight away what had happened. So I explained it to him. And then he said, I can't imagine that, not being able to skate or anything. Well, the whole goal behind the brace, and soon hopefully the other brace, is of course that I can do all those things again. I mean, that's where the brace is for. And then I showed him my card, where you can see me holding one crutch and on the back side with 2 crutches. And I said, well, this was me before. So I said, I just started to learn to walk again, and then my knee caved in. And he was like, so how did you go about? I said, well, using crutches. That's the way it worked. So I said, so you always need someone around. I said, yeah, well, I need support from someone, always, all the time, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the same person. And I have to say, though, that now being able to be in the house and just, you know, a house doesn't have to be tiny for me anymore. I can actually walk to the kitchen and get something to drink and get something to eat without, like, you know? And that's freedom too. Freedom is about being able to do what you want, to express yourself how you want. And yes, we know nowadays it's not something we can take for granted. We would like it to be something that's normal, but unfortunately it's not. But talking today to all those people, it literally, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. So I want to say for all those also who are viewing this right now, but also all the people I've met, thank you so much for talking to me, for sharing your story. You've made a world of difference. So I'm going to drive back home right now. I'm going to make it all into one video, and hopefully I'll see you all soon again. Bye!